Hello, this is Living Room Requests, and we have a beautiful Chilean song which has been requested by Thomas.
Thank you so much.
Yay! Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me dio dos luceros que cuando los abro, perfecto distingo lo negro del blanco. Y en el alto cielo su fondo estrellado, y en las multitudes el hombre que yo amo. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me ha dado el oído que en todo su ancho graba noche y días, grillos y canarios, martillos, turbinas, ladridos, chubascos y la voz tan tierna de mi bien amado. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me ha dado el sonido y el abecedario, con él las palabras que pienso y declaro, madre, amigo, hermano, y luz alumbrando la ruta del alma del que estoy amando. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me ha dado la marcha de mis pies cansados. Con ellos anduve ciudades y charcos, playas y desiertos, montañas y llanos, y la casa tuya, tu calle y tu patio. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me dio el corazón que agita su marco cuando miro el fruto del cerebro humano, cuando miro el bueno tan lejos del malo, cuando miro el fondo de tus ojos claros. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me ha dado la risa y me ha dado el llanto. Así yo distingo dicha de quebranto, los dos materiales que forman mi canto, y el canto de ustedes que es el mismo canto, y el canto de todos que es mi propio canto. Gracias a la vida. Thank you, Thomas, for that. We didn't have two settings. We didn't have a speech and a song setting for that one, so you don't see him going back there because it was quite a quiet song. That song is well famous, and it's very useful actually. Thank you, Thomas, because we're now using it in our work through this wonderful organization called CW Plus, which is an arts in hospitals charity, and we go into every Wednesday. We perform for people at their bedsides, and my goodness, there are a lot of people from South America.
A lot.
A lot
A
of
lot
people,
of people
Spanish
live a long
speaking.
time and they find up in a hospital
They
because
absolutely, yeah.
and they love a good Spanish song,
And
of
this
which
one
Christian knows
is
numerous. But here's yet
this
another one
one's
to
a
add to
really
the pile.
useful one
Thank
to
you.
add. We performed for somebody in the cancer ward last Wednesday, just a week
Argentina.
ago, and we did this for the first time.
Argentina.
Said sorry, but this is the first time I've ever done this, and he was just so moved. And he said,
was.
you've given me such. He said, I'm all by myself in here, and I have very little to do, and you've given me so much to think about. He
It was
said,
really, really
it was
effective.
amazing, so moving. Anyway,
Let's take a quick thumbnail for the people on the video world. I'll take one away from your face a bit. There
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, so here's yet another example of Matt's multi-instrumentalism, which now you can actually have a personal audience with him online at matt-redman.co.uk/lessons.
Yeah, it's not an audience as much as having lessons. If you want to
Well,
learn
if you want to talk to him,
techniques of music, arranging,
he'll do
harmony,
that too.
music theory, techniques upon the guitar, banjo, mandolin, bass, and the instruments I specialize in. I'm sure there's somebody out there who's better at playing the cross-strung harp who you can have fantastic online lessons with. But you can go to Skype.
Or you can have lesson with him.
Yep, Skype and Zoom and WebEx and FaceTime.
This is a big
Any
deal.
that you want. We will do a lesson over that. I've taught online before. Patricia and I have done lots of
I know, but he's never publicly
concerts
announced
online.
it like this.
Got lots of concerts online. So if you want, go to the link in the description and we can talk about learning music or instruments with me, just one-to-one, or we could arrange a little group if you've got a few friends. It's something that I'd like to start doing, and I think I will find the right people, because quite a number of people have already asked me over the last couple of years, even since COVID, are you teaching? Will you teach me this? And I've actually always said no, because I didn't quite find a way for it to work for me. But I think this is going to work really well.
Yeah, so this song is by Violeta Parra, whom I didn't know much about until I was given that. I always thought Mercedes Sosa, because she made it very, very, very famous, and then everybody did it. Just so many people did it. People you wouldn't expect did it. And
continued to up to this year, released in commercial music world.
But if you look at the person who wrote it, she is fascinating because, well, very tragic, because this was her farewell song to life. Like, she's thanking life, but she's about to leave it. I don't know what you can say on YouTube, because they'll see the word and then they'll censor you or something. But anyway,
you can imagine
she put an end to it herself, because she was very unhappy in love, very unhappy. She had a very hard life, very Chilean. She single-handedly brought sort of Chilean folk song to the fore, and she sang in all these incredible sort of clubs and places where, in Paris, in Switzerland, she went. In fact, she fell in love with a Swiss musicologist who left her, and she was just so incredibly depressed. And she attempted several times, and she finally succeeded. After she wrote this, she recorded it. So do check it out. It's really, really just like everybody else makes it sound sort of somehow sort of sexy or defiant or whatever, but she makes it sound utterly, profoundly melancholy, and I really love it. So I'm really glad to have discovered her and, her history. And all sorts of things happened to her. So there should be a movie.
Did you know the song before Thomas requested this song?
Yes, it was everywhere. It was particularly in the 90s when the Sosa recording, it was basically like that, plus the what do you call that Buena Vista Social Club was everywhere you went. So I knew that. I knew it. I knew the sound of it, but I didn't know anything further about it. So, and beautiful words. I'll put the translation in the description, because it is, it is really a piece of. She wrote poetry, she wrote music. she just was incredible. And she had such a hard life. You know, when she speaks about, you know, my tired feet, she means it. She had tired feet. She went, you know, with her family, very poor. Her father was a musician. You know, they didn't have any money, you know, and it was just, yeah, really hard life. And then she got, what'd she get? She got very ill when she was in Europe, and she had to be in hospital, and she did some drawings, some artworks, which were then displayed in the Louvre, you know. I mean, she was successful, whatever she put her hand to. Very talented. And some of her children are still alive and still doing a lot of music, mostly around what she did. But anyway, yeah, there we go. Blah, blah, blah.
That's about
Violetta
her.
Parra.
And if you would like to request your own living room request, go to patriciahammond.com/request or click the link in the description, where you may consider also supporting us on Patreon for a very low amount of $3 if you're interested in bonus content from Patricia, as well as skipping these darn ads that have become unskippable
Horrendous.
as of November 2023.
Horrendous.
And inserted by YouTube. Not our choice.
We don't have the choice whether to put ads on or not anymore. I used to always forego them. You know, you'd go to your favorite YouTuber and you'd have to sit through this stuff, and you're like, okay, come on. But for me, it was always like, bang, you'd be with our faces immediately. Nothing before, but now I have no choice. Absolutely no choice.
So if you consider that. Otherwise, you can just press thumbs up to like this video and subscribe down there, or you can indeed share the video on any other platform with people who you think would be interested, particularly any Spanish language speakers who may be familiar with this song.
Well, I don't know.
They may dislike it, but at least we'll get the views. Thank you.
There we go. Yes. Right. Thank you so much.
Going.
Thank you, Thomas,
Thanks,
for your
Thomas.
varied requests.
Indeed. See you later. Bye.